What's a woman? Can you answer the question, what's a woman?
I'm a woman.
I'm just saying, so you give me an example of a woman, you say that you are a woman. Otherwise, can you tell me what a woman is?
Yes, I'm telling you, I'm a woman.
Is that as comprehensive a definition as you can give me?
My body, my choice. The baby is not the body of the woman that it's inside of.
What?
Abortion care? Who's being taken care of there?
Well, are you familiar with premature babies, preemies?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
If a child is halfway delivered out of the birth canal, would you support the right for an abortion then?
Oh, my God.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Birth control, it's actually a consequence of the lack of birth control. Planned Parenthood, it's the lack of planning.
These are some sick, twisted freaks. These are all Republican men that are questioning doctors who provide abortion care for women who have to make the most incredible choice. But in America, you can choose for yourself what is right for you, who to have children with, when to have children. If you are able to have a baby that is born with no brain, encephalitis, if you're able to deliver a baby that you know is going to die because its organs haven't developed in the body cavity, but instead have developed in the lung area. Yes, these are all deformities, unfortunately, that happen to women who are gestating. Not every baby is a perfect little bundle of joy. And to insinuate that women are just looking to commit acts of murder is so bizarre. And to ask whether or not you would kill a baby that's halfway out of the birth canal. I mean, this is Mike Johnson from Louisiana asking Dr. Jessica Robinson about the baby halfway out.
Let me ask you, do you support the right of a woman who is just seconds away from birthing a healthy child to have an abortion?
I think that the question that you're asking does not realistically reflect abortion care.
In that scenario, would you support her right to abort that child?
I won't entertain theoreticals.
It's not a theoretical, ma'am. You're a medical doctor.
That's not reality.
I am a medical doctor, and that has never happened.
Never happened in your practice, ma'am, but it happens. How about if a child is halfway out of the birth canal? Is an abortion permissible then?
Can you repeat your question?
If a child is halfway delivered out of the birth canal, is it permissible to have an abortion? Would you support the right for an abortion then?
I can't even fathom that ever.
I'm not asking you if you can fathom it. If it occurred, would you support that abortion or not? That's unrestricted abortion, right?
That's a question that I can't imagine. Just like you probably can't imagine what you would do if your daughter was raped.
I think the questions they're asking aren't happening. They're not even, again, they're trying to solve a problem we don't have, okay? And this is an expert witness that was called. She's a doctor who provides abortion care for women who are in all kinds of health positions, all kinds of financial positions, all kinds of, I don't want to have, the baby that of my rapist situation. And they're asking her these things that don't happen in reality. Would you kill a baby halfway out of the birth canal? Would you kill a baby? I mean, she's like, why are you asking me that? I can't even fathom anything like that. Oh, well, you can't fathom, but it does happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen unless you have some doctor who's an OBGYN who went all the way through medical school, but he's a sadist. I mean, that doesn't happen. This is not reality. This isn't something that women wake up in the morning and say, I feel like murdering my almost due baby, my healthy baby. There are 2 articles in the homework that are must-reads for those of you who have no earthly idea what women go through. They're both written by fairly young women, okay? One is about a woman who had an ultrasound that turned her life upside down when she was just about 20 weeks pregnant. She was 19 weeks pregnant. And, the technician was talkative and she was excited. And all of a sudden, something changed in the room. And they said, okay, get dressed. She's wiping the jelly, the jelly, the women know, the cold jelly. And they say, come to the conference room. And she goes into the conference room and they start using words she never heard of in her life. Fatal birth defect, no chance of survival, medical abortion. But she could still feel her baby kicking. And then they explained to her that her baby had a situation, it's called a congenital diaphragmatic hernia. Thank God I've never heard of this. It's called CDH for short. Okay, thank God it's got an acronym. But she said that initially they were telling her that there's a 50% chance of survival if the infant is diagnosed with that defect. But then they got more specific and showed her on the sonogram that there was a large hole in the diaphragm of her son that enabled all of her son's organs that are typically located in the abdomen, like the liver and the kidneys in the back that they were all growing inside his chest instead. And that because of that, the heart was unable to develop and his lungs developed deformed.